funnel setup in PLS. Here we are in Power Lead System, and we're going to walk through the process of plugging in to an existing funnel within Power Lead System, and this is very simple. So you should have a domain name set up in the system, and I recommend having a separate domain name for the different funnels that you're promoting. So if you added a domain name specifically for plugging into a new funnel, what you want to do is you want to go to websites, domains, and go to view all domains. That's going to bring you to this page here, and here you're going to see the domain names that you have in the system. And so this is a domain name that I just added, and like I said, I recommend using something generic so it doesn't telegraph what it is that the presentation is about. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have the domain selected that we're going to use for the funnel. And then underneath intro page, we want to click this link that says click here to edit these. So we click on that. That's going to bring us to this page here. And we've got the right domain. So we've got the domain that we're going to be using. I want to attract someone to become a prospect for whatever I want. So we've got that selected. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click here to make a copy of one of these pages so you can edit it. So we're going to do that first. And then we're going to go ahead and select the page that we're going to use for this purpose. And I recommend using a page with just the email field. And so we're going to go ahead and select that there, copy this page, and then we're going to go ahead and click on make me a copy. That's going to bring you to this page here, and you can actually put in the name for the page that you're creating. And I do not recommend putting the name of what you're promoting in this section. So I would put something like VIP funnel, something where just you'll remember what the name is, because the name will show up in the meta tags for the page, and you don't want to broadcast what it is that you're promoting. Then we'll go ahead and click on update title. And that's going to bring us to this page here where we can actually edit the page. And so we're actually going to, let me scroll down a little bit here. We can actually edit the headline of the page. So let me pause the video and I'm going to change the headline here. Okay, so I put in the headline here, something to grab people's attention. 7-figure earnings shares how broke is a joke average Joe turns $100 into $238,928 in the first 56 days without an email list or using any paid advertising. So that's pretty good. And I actually had kind of got that idea from one of our members, Frankie. That's an excellent headline. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to select at the very end of this here, I'm going to click the space bar. I'm going to put just a little bit of space here. Now, for some reason the system, it's putting just a little bit too much yellow space at the top. So you can kind of see these faint lines here. I'm going to go ahead and select inside that. If you right click, go to row, delete row, we got rid of that one. I'm going to get rid of another one. So we're going to go to row again, and I'm going to delete another row because that looks pretty good right there. Now, one more thing I'm going to show you, and this is critically important, so you want to make sure that you get this right. You can see here, we've got this number, 165793. Well, we want to make sure that that matches with the funnel link that we're using. And like I said, it's so important that you get this right so that the capture page sends people to the right page. So let me show you how this is going to work. So as an example, this is the I2G funnel link. And so our funnel links look like this. And you can see it says page equals 186680. So at the end of the link, you have page number equals and then this number. So 186680. So back in PLS, what we're going to do is we're going to change this number to 186680 to match with the link. And once we've done that, so we change the headline, we change the number for the page here, and then we're going to go ahead and click on Save Changes and move to the next step. So we click on that, bring us to this page here. So what we're going to do, it says your new sales page is online. We're going to go ahead and view the sales page. That's going to bring us to this page here, and you can see here it says, I understand that the link below is a test link, and so you can read through that. So we're going to go ahead and select that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on this link here. And so as you can see, it's bringing up the page. This is the page that we just created. Now I may play around with that a little bit. Maybe if I got rid of broke as a, so how, or I could leave it as how broke average Joe, and that'd probably move advertising up to the next line. And so we could play around with that a little bit. That's why you want to test and see what it looks like when you're testing it. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to edit the page. So I want you to see how this works. So we're back at this page here. We're going to click on edit the sales page. And this time what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of as a joke. And so we're going to change that just a little bit. We still have our number, our page number in there. And now we're going to go ahead and save changes. We're going to view the sales page again. That's going to bring us to this page again. So we're going to go ahead and test that out. And so as you can see, it looks better here. However, what I'd probably do is I would just get rid of the word email, and the formatting will look better with that. So let me do that one more time here. We're going to go back to this page here. Let me go ahead and edit that, because it does not need to say email list. People understand what that is. So without a list or using any paid advertising. So we're going to go ahead and save that. And so we're going to do this one last time here. You can see the process, view the sales page. We're going to select the box again. We're going to go to the website, and that looks pretty good. I mean, that headline, that format looks pretty good. So we could go ahead and run with that. So back to this page here, what we want to do is we want to make sure we're going to go to websites, manage websites, and we want to make sure that we have the right domain selected, and it says become a prospect for whatever I want. And what we're going to do is we're going to select the page that we just created, and so we've got the VIP funnel, and I'm going to go ahead and click on save my choice. I'm going to go ahead and click on save my choice again. For now, we're going to select do not send a campaign. I'll show you how to set up any email campaign in an upcoming video. And so we're going to go ahead and make sure that do not send a campaign is selected. I choose this campaign. And so now we have our new page set up, and it is connected to our I2G funnel. So with our funnel for I2G, you'll notice on the very last page, it has the Get Started Now button. And we want that button to take people to your sign up page so that you get credit for that referral. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the back office for I2G. So the login page is at i2gbackoffice.com, and once we're logged in, we want to go to My Activity, My Profile. And again, watch this very carefully. You want to make sure that you do this correctly. Once you get to this page here, you go to Replicated Website, and then it's going to show your website URL. So it's i2g.com/whatever name that you chose. And what you want to do is you actually want to go to that page. And once you get to the page, you should see your information. So it should have the name that you used, the email address. So we're going to hover over Join Us, and we're going to right click, and we're going to select Copy Link Location. And what that's going to do is it's going to copy the link directly to the sales page, because we want to send people directly to the sign up page. And of course, that page is going to look just like this. Now, another way to test that is to go ahead and paste in the link that you just copied into the browser window, and you're going to see your IBO number at the end of that link. And when you press enter, your IBO number is actually going to disappear from the link. However, once that page loads, it should look just like this, and it should have referred by, and that should actually be whatever name that you're using. So that's how you know that you have the link correct. Now what we want to do is once we have that link, we want to paste that link into PLS. So we're back in the control panel at PLS, and what we want to do is we want to go to Account, My Business, Company I Promote, and we're actually going to go ahead and paste in that link into this section here. And so that's going to be the link, and you want to make sure again that it says referring dealer ID equals, and it should have your IBO number at the end of that link. Now you want to make sure that it is the entire link. So once you have that in there, you want to go ahead and click update, and then you can see the link. Again, your link's going to look just like this. It's going to be identical, except at the end, it's going to say equals, and then it's going to have your IBO number. And so once you have that in the system, the entire funnel is completely set up. So the one last thing is you want to go ahead and test the system to be sure that your funnel is set up correctly. So if you go to your domain name, that's going to pull up the capture page that we created. So you want to put in an email address, click the yes, let me in button. That's going to bring you to this page here. You want to go ahead and put in the verification code. Go ahead and click submit. And that should bring you to the first page of the funnel, which is the presentation page. So what I recommend that you do is go all the way through the process and get to the last page. And this is going to be one thing that's very important to check. You want to make sure that when you click on the Get Started Now button, that it actually takes you to the direct sign up page for I2G. And so when you click the button, you get to the sign up page, it should have referred by, and that should be the name that you used with I2G. And if that's the case, then everything is working properly. So that is the entire process from beginning to end. It's actually very simple once you do it. And so just follow along with the video and make sure that you do everything exactly the way that I'm showing you. And then again, be sure to test that you've set up everything correctly. And that's the process of setting up your I2G funnel in PLS.